Welcome to Frisco, Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Raiders offense is on the field for the first time today. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Joyner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
You don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To throw, it's Morton. Quick completion on the out route. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Red Raider! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Tulane's offense will go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them.
Oh, he's got some space. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on 1st down, TFL, 2nd down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding. Physical by this defense.
3rd down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those 1st downs.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Morton. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. Oh, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the lines. It's Reed. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a second here and talk about Tulane. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be? Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. To the air, it's Morton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line, it's Douglas. The Red Raiders get enough for the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Got a man, it's Douglas. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Morton. Immediately fires to the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Under fire. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. Going for the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll immediately call timeout. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Virgil. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. He gets a block. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on. Touchdown, Red Raider! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls and fire complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. To the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Great place to start for this offense. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got an open man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Morton. They go to the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll try to move on from that first down play, second and goal from the 12. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's third and goal and third and long. He might want another play. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Callaway. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hayes. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Preston. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Caught in the backfield, it's Hayes. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Now the lead is down to 11. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 35. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Morton. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the fifth kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Morton. Got his man. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The Red Raiders are marching down the field. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Tulane right back to the line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Tulane now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
The give to the tailback. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The clock keeps going tick, 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 tick as the offense takes a knee inside. A minute to go in this one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.